going to be chatting a little bit about fitness, and who better to speak to than Tony Smith from the Garage Gym. Tony, first of all, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
If you're someone who is hesitant to go to the gym, where do you start? Is it starting at the gym, or is it starting maybe with something as simple as doing some things at home or walking around the block? Where do you start?
You can certainly start by doing that. Movement is always key. But I think one of the best things to do, if anything, if you want to improve, is to find a coach.
Okay.
So go somewhere, find somebody who knows more than you know to lead you in the right direction, because the truth is you got yourself to where you are.
That's a good point, because I know years ago I did go to a trainer and I found that was completely different than when I went into a gym. I don't know how you guys have felt about that, Melanie, going into a gym. Don't you find the machines sometimes really daunting, and if you don't know where to start?
Yeah, I'm not one to just randomly wander into a gym, so I've always liked classes. And the reason I like classes is because whatever class I'm in, there's always someone like guiding you through it, and I like the community feel. I'm social. I like to be working out with like other people. So for me, whether it was small group personal training or whether I join a class, like even like spinning or yoga classes or Pilates or whatever, I like the group atmosphere.
Now, Tony, is that a perfect opportunity for people who are intimidated to maybe go with a couple of friends just to kind of, hey, I'm going to do this together with a group of people too?
Yes, absolutely. Finding a community to hang out with, those people also help to keep you accountable. So you want to show up so you're not letting them down. You also want to show up so you don't miss out on that workout, so you can talk about it later. You got something to talk about. You know, especially people, maybe a mother who's not getting out that often. It's a good opportunity to get out, to hang out, to talk to some people, even if it's only for 10 minutes at the beginning and the start.
True.
So it gets you a long way.
And it gives them a sense of it, like they get encouraged by that too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I
Sure
like
do.
having a trainer because it holds me accountable. Because if I say to myself, I'm going to go to the gym at 9, I never go. It's going to be, oh, well, I'll just do this, and I'll just do this. But if I say I have a 10 o'clock appointment with my trainer, then I go. And I go because then also if I don't show up, I just spent money that I didn't even get anything out of, because they're going to charge you for not showing up. Well, at least most trainers do.
Yeah.
And they should, because, I mean, their time is as important as your time. So you just can't say, well, I'm not going to show up. You've got to show up.
It's not just getting fit. There's a balance, right? You want to get fit, you want to work out, but you also need to be eating properly too, right? It's not just about one or the other, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, if you came right off the couch, you were extremely overweight or whatever, you're going to see some definitely changes just by making that change in your life, by jumping into a gym and getting, into some classes or some personal training, or just going to the gym on your own. But at a certain point, everything's going to even out, and we say you got to pay more. And I don't mean by money, I mean you just got to give more. So either your workout time's got to step up, or your nutrition's got to sharpen up. And even you're constantly, doesn't matter what point you are in your life, if you want to continue to improve, you got to continue to pay out more.
There was a classic sign in the TRX room, and it had a little drawing of a fork, and it says, you can't out-train your fork. And they kept that in there, I think, as a reminder that it doesn't matter how much you show up and how much you put in here. If you leave here and you go through the drive-through and you can come here a couple hours a week, but if you can't out-train your fork, right? So at a certain point, you need to add in the nutrition piece.
And I think food is like 80%. I mean, if you can work out as much as you want, but if you go home and you drink a liter of Coke and you eat a pizza, it's kind of counterproducctive. You have to eat healthy.
But that's why you go, I think,
wait a minute.
working out.
Wait a minute, you can't do that, and Tony can't just fix it.
No.
He knows I'm saying nothing.
Well, you